Hey Bayek, it's me, and in today's video, well, I'm looking at this. This is HAINE from 1980. Now, it's a French film, and translated, HAINE means hatred. And yes, I think that sums up in many ways what this film is about. Now, it's written and directed by Dominique Goult, who only has 5 credits. He was also known as Richard Stephen. 5 credits, and this is the main one, the one that stands out. Now, this film also stars Klaus Kinski. Klaus Kinski appeared in 130 films. It's a massive filmography. But he's another controversial figure. There's been various allegations against him. He was often seen as difficult, emotional, even violent. But these sort of things have surrounded him. But he's also very much an actor who gives some brilliant performances. You look at that filmography that he's involved with. 5 films, particularly directed by Werner Herzog. They are the Aguero, The Wrath of God, Nosferatu, the Vampire, Wojciech, and Fitzgeraldo, and Cora Verde. These films he's very much recognised in. Amazing performances. Also, I've got to mention Venom. I love Venom, and he's in that. Yes, he's in Venom. Fantastic film. Anyhow, putting all this aside, I think his performance is outstanding. He plays the outsider figure who, say, when he appears in town and this girl has been killed, as they see it, but is it an accident or was it deliberate? That's the question. She's found dead. And I've just said killed because that's what they immediately think. They think straight away, and anybody who comes into that community is seen as somebody who could well be to blame. And he's on a motorbike. He's coming around on a motorbike. He's a stranger. He's under suspicion straight away. And this is what we see. This is what the film is about. And now he's in the area. He also has a fling with one of the girls in the village. Again, that's in there. They're totally suspicious of him when he's there in the village asking for food to eat and a place to sleep. Everything is there, and they don't like him quite clearly. And when this girl has been discovered, they see him as a killer, the one to blame. No evidence of it other than he's an outsider, and they just put 2 and 2 together as they see it, and he's the one. And this is what the film is about. His performance here is just amazing, as I've said. He's just so good in this role. In a way, the film leads in a certain direction that is quite dark. And the ending as well, it leaves you thinking, oh, wow, what has this been about? How have we got to this stage. It's just an inevitable conclusion in many ways. But I was so impressed by this film. It just really made me feel that this could happen in these communities. There was a reality about this. It's not some sort of fantasy film. I must admit, that's what I felt with Straw Dogs when I saw Straw Dogs. It's a home invasion film, but Straw Dogs has that feeling about the outsider and the community drawing together and against the outsiders. And we don't get an home invasion in this, but we get a point where they won't let him leave. He's got to face their justice. They're outside the law. The law is what they decide. It's not by outside forces. And we see a character like a judge there, and he is basically got no power, and he's told he's got to just ignore it. They're not going to call the police in. They're going to deal with it themselves. That's how it goes, this film. And I'm just absolutely drawn to how good this film is. I've not heard of it before, and now I've just recommended it so much. It's just a brilliant film, and a film that I enjoy. I enjoy seeing things that I've not come across before. And when you've got an actor like this, Klaus Kinski, it really opens your eyes. And I say it's a French film, and the French brilliant filmmakers, and this, what can you say? It's just wonderful. Absolutely enjoyed this so much, and I would recommend it. I really would. If you're looking for something a bit different, looking to get into French cinema, here is a good film to do that. And it's going to open so many gates when you start examining and looking at these films. This is great. I like this character of the outsider coming into a community. It's a wonderful idea which has been used before, but it's brilliantly put together in this film. So this I really do recommend, yes. So I'll just show you this. I've now been flashing it about here, but here it is again, that cover. Look at that. And there's the back. There are a few extras, not many, but there's a few on there. And you see the back there. This is great. Absolutely wonderful. The motorbike, seeing him drive around on the motorbike is just fantastic. Now look here, look at this. There he is there. You see the figure. And then this is, there's with this woman who he meets, as I said, which is kind of doomed in a way, but there she is. He gets involved with her, and there's the full look. You see this truck? There it is. This goes following him around, effectively trying to block him, and as they do, from leaving the area. It's great, and there's some wonderful scenes in it. Fantastic. Really love this film. It's just wonderful. I can't get going on about it, but yes, it is. So there it is. That's my review of this film. Highly recommended. Right. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And you can look in the playlist and see all the films that I've reviewed. I do a lot of also TV series as well as films, sometimes a bit of music, with a retro feel. And if you like the video, give the video a like. If you give it a like, it gets it out onto YouTube, and hopefully other people might enjoy it. And if you got any comments, put your comments down. I love to read your comments, and I'll always reply to them. Yes, so that's it. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.